Welcome into Jersey Chasers,
I'm
everyone.
trying to find the post. Oh, there it
Ish.
is.
There it
I found it.
is.
That's
There it
funny.
is.
But you only have it posting to your friends.
Oh, no. I'll have to
That's not gonna
switch it
work.
over. We'll
All
switch
right,
it over.
you do
We'll
that.
switch.
I'll share.
Yes. Welcome to Jersey Chasers, everyone. If you guys joined us here last night, we had a ball. Christy and I were doing a live watch along to Love Island USA, along with Double, also known as Double A, before he did his crack show.
Right?
Okay, before he did his
Oh,
crack
that was
show.
fun. I enjoyed watching it with Double A. I wish we had actually just like fast forward through the introductions though and gotten to the good stuff, but we'll
And
get to that later on.
yeah, that was 40 minutes of torture. But you guys are joining us here on the Inside Edge Network. We, of course, are Jersey Chasers. If you're looking at us and like, our setup's a little new, that's because we're streaming from somewhere new. By StreamYard. Peace out. We got a
Right?
new streamer.
Hopefully
Yeah.
no like weird delays, kinks, stuff like that. I mean, like so far, it seems like it's going pretty well. I don't want to
Yeah,
jinx it. Knock on wood.
yeah. Knock on wood. Knock on all the wood. But
On.
let's
No, we're not going to talk until you fix your audience on your Facebook.
yes. Oh,
You do
let
that
me
right now because if my friends are trying to watch this now from our post, they can't see it.
Let me do it now. Let me do it now. But yes, again, once again, you're watching us on Inside Edge Network.
This is so new to us, so we have to work out the kinks that we have to work out, not the internet kinks. These are our kinks that we
yes,
have.
not the internet kinks.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
kinky.
yes, yes. We are very kinky. We are very kinky.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me edit post. Oh no.
See, I post everything to the public anyway.
I
So,
usually try to post this to the public, but for some reason it's not letting me edit that. I can share this to the public. Oh, hold
oh
on.
no.
Yes. I'll fix it later. But I'll fix it later. Even though it says public, I'll fix it
Oh,
later.
wait. Are we on
Um,
YouTube?
yes, we are on YouTube.
I'll share the YouTube one then. I'm gonna because if, like I said, unfortunately, if somebody goes on my page right now and they try to watch it, they're not gonna be able to see it if they're not friends with you. So I don't want
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I don't want to do that to people.
Yeah. Also, watch us on YouTube. Follow us at Jersey Chasers. Everywhere you get your podcasts on socials. Um, we're gonna start with the biggest news. We're gonna start with a Browns therapy session. Just let it out, Browns fans. Miles Garrett, longtime Cleveland Brown, been in Cleveland Brown for almost 10 years at this point, 9 years literally, was traded to the LA Rams earlier this week. The Browns received Jared Verse, a 2027 first rounder, a 2028 second rounder, and a 2029 third rounder that can turn into a conditional pick if the Rams trade Miles Garrett. What?
If they trade him back to an AFC
The
team,
team.
yeah.
Yes.
So back to our division.
Yes. So, Christy,
Yes, ma'am.
Miles Garrett is
Yes.
about to be 31.
Yep.
Last
He's
year
been
he
up there.
wanted out.
Yeah.
He did not want to be here anymore. He wanted to win. The team instead said, "We'll give you some money. Here you go." He took the money for a while, and
And then
then
he ran.
after taking the money,
He ran.
yeah, they kind of said, "All right, you want out? Here you go." What was your reaction to the trade news?
Well, and you know, I think a lot of it has to do with the coaching, uh, like whole carousel that we've done during the off season. I know he was close with Schwartz. He obviously didn't follow Schwartz, so it wasn't exactly because of Schwartz. But Miles is getting older. So as a fan, obviously I've got a lot of them. I mean, that's only two of them. I've got more. I've got a lot of money that I invested in him as a Browns player, and I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss watching him on the field every Sunday. But like I've said before, it's nothing that we can do about it. You know, life is still gonna go on. I have a post that I want to read to everybody that if you are a Browns fan, maybe this will make you feel better. I posted this to BFO the other day. Since I had created BFO with my buddy Pete, I'm the queen. And so this was what I told everybody in BFO. As your queen, it is up to me in times to speak like these. Most of us have lived through Red Right 88, the drive, the fumble, Bernie being cut, our team being taken away from us, and many, many first round draft Heisman Trophy winning QBs. We've laughed, we've cried, we've kissed hundreds, if not sometimes thousands of dollars goodbye. But we will survive. We will continue to survive because that's what we do. We don't give up on our team like other teams' fans. Tonight, take time to cry, scream, throw, and break stuff. And dust yourself off because tomorrow is a new era. The one without Miles, but it's the beginning of our future. Go Browns.
I wanted to give you some nice background music for that post.
Aww. But we don't
Yes.
have any. Oh.
No, it's playing.
Oh, I can't hear it. Oh, I wish I could hear it. Thank you for giving me nice background music. But I mean, like, that's honestly how I feel. I'm sitting here looking at a Webster Slaughter jersey that's autographed. I'm looking at an Eric Metcalf, who we traded, autographed jersey. JC Cheddar, like right next to me, I've got a Hollywood Higgins jersey that's autographed. Like, I've loved these players. We all have. I've got a Nick Chubb autographed helmet. He's been gone, and he's been gone for a couple of seasons now, and we have survived. We will continue to survive. What are your
Yes.
thoughts?
Well, first I didn't believe it. I was like, honestly, I didn't. I was like, whatever. Because I just saw like a bunch of fans like spiraling. I will say this: if you are a fan of any team, do not go on Twitter. Your fan, like, don't go on Twitter. Everybody's just spiraling over there. Okay. But when I saw the news, I was a little sad because I was like, he was a great ambassador for the city. I love an athlete who wants to be here and who embraces the city. And he embraced Cleveland. Of course, he became a minority owner in the Cavs. He went to Guardians games. He was very much involved in the community. But also, Miles Garrett is turning 31. 31 is ancient in the
It's
NFL.
getting old.
He's getting a little older. And I know people are going to be like, well, he won Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely.
It's all downhill from there.
He wanted to win a Super Bowl though, and the Browns team that is constructed right now, I don't think it's a Super Bowl winning team at the moment. He's 31. He wants to win a Super Bowl. He wants to be a contender. It made so much sense to trade him to a team that was literally one game away from the Super Bowl with the reigning MVP.
Well, and they're actually like trending to be in the Super Bowl this year. But let's play devil's advocate. Miles is no longer with us. Wouldn't it be just absolutely flippin' crazy?
If the Browns made the Super Bowl.
I'm just saying, like, stranger things have happened to us. And for us to be at this point where so many fans are so upset, we are so low. I mean, like, they're not burning effigies of the Haslams as far as I know yet. But like, I've lived through them burning effigies of Bill Belichick and Art Modell because,
Yeah.
I mean, everything's going to be okay. And I still have hope. And I still have the best hope for the first time since 2021 this season, even without Miles.
Yeah, I honestly, going forward, I think that the Browns going into you have to understand this. Everybody's been saying, well, the Browns are just preparing for the stadium. The Browns are just preparing for the stadium. Okay. if they're preparing for the stadium, why would they keep a player who does not want to be here anymore? Why would they keep a player who knows that they're preparing for the stadium? Like, I think it's much better for you to let him go. Let him go. He doesn't want to be here right now. He doesn't need to be here right now. Give him a chance to win elsewhere. I know it hurts when players that Cleveland have born and bred and raised and we've done all we can do leave, but at this point, it's about where is best for Miles. And honestly, I think it's best for him to be somewhere where he's a contender at the tail end of his career.
You know what? Like they always said, if you love something, go set them free. If they come back, they were yours. Joe Hayden left and he went and
Yes.
played for the enemy and he came back and he retired as a Browns player.
Yeah, and Joe Hayden still to this day embraces all Cleveland, and
Oh,
he
he
didn't even
loves
play.
Mets fans. Yeah.
And
I
for the
spoke to him
last part of his
personally.
career, didn't even. Yeah,
And, Phil Dawson. Phil Dawson went on to play for the 49ers. He came back to retire as a Cleveland Brown. So hold out hope that Miles does see that maybe the grass isn't always greener, doesn't, win a Super Bowl with another team. Maybe we do better without him. And he comes back and he retires a Brown. And then he goes from Cleveland to Canton anyway.
he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's an all-time defensive player. He's played for the Browns for 9 seasons. He's gonna go in as a Cleveland Brown. So, again, I know it hurts right now, but it's more than okay. Let's actually move on to more Browns news. Let's talk about Jim Schwartz. So Jim Schwartz, the former Browns defensive player, um, finally had some words. The crew on the Orange and Brown Talk podcast talked about it, and Schwartz essentially said he was passed over despite the team's defensive success for head coach, and he wasn't going to stick around for what he called a forced marriage. Now, again, who this quote is coming from, I don't really care for them, but they do have decent sources. Browns beat reporter Mary Kay Cabot laid it out on the podcast. He's basically saying they passed me over despite all of our success and they chose Tom Monken, and I wasn't going to stay there and have this forced marriage. It wouldn't be fair to me. It wasn't just going to be fair to Todd. Players would be divided in their loyalties. What do you think of these comments from Jim Schwartz, essentially, about what's going on and
If
why he
those
didn't choose
words,
to stay?
right. If those words did come out of his mouth, then, I mean, hello, duh. I think we all kind of knew that. I mean, it's a given. If you didn't know that, it's because you're not a fan and you don't give a shit. Like, I mean, it was obvious after they passed up Schwartz, he wasn't going to stay. So whatever, we don't want to hold people hostage. I don't know why everybody thinks that the Browns hold people hostage.
Yeah.
Now Dominic's texting me. Did you hear that? I wonder what he meant. Is he watching this?
Probably. He's probably watching us. We love Dom here on the show. But honestly, Mary Kay Cabot throwing this out right after the Browns trade Miles Garrett. It's very Mary Kay Cabot of her.
Right.
I mean, look, I like Jim Schwartz as a defensive coordinator. The last time he was head coach, a team under him went 0-16. I
Yep.
think the Browns did something good. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, like, why is this coming out now?
Because there's a person in the media that is constantly trying to destabilize because
She's like
it
a
works
little
better.
shit fairy. She runs up on the doorstep with her little bag of shit and she lights it on fire and she
And then
rings
runs
the
away.
doorbell and runs. That's what she does. She's a little shit fairy. I hate it. Like it just it makes everybody else look bad too because who are you going to believe? I mean, national like worldwide news media, Brian Williams got in trouble for lying. He'll never be able to be a news reporter again because how can you trust anything that comes out of that man's mouth now? Just like Mary Kay, like she's a shit fairy.
Yeah. There's Yeah, let's continue with the NFL. If you don't know what's going on, there's so much going on. Right before we came on the show, Russell Wilson, after 13 years,
Darn.
has decided to retire from the NFL. This comes after news that he was taking a position in the CBS pregame show for the NFL. How will you remember Mr. Dangerous?
What did you call him?
That's what he used to call himself, Dangerous.
I was gonna say because I've never heard anybody call him that. He called it
That
okay.
was
Him and
literally
Sierra.
his Twitter handle at Danger RUSS.
Oh, good lord! Him and Sierra must have so much fun with that kind of stuff. Um,
They're so corny and I love them. They're so
and
corny.
that's what I will remember him for, being a family man. Like I'm honestly not gonna like. I might remember him playing in Seattle, like for Pete Carroll, but like I I don't know. Like he didn't do much at Denver. He sucked for the Steelers. He should
He
have
was
been
decent for the
Jackson.
Steelers.
Well,
He was decent for the
he was
Steelers.
all right.
They made a playoffs.
But it wasn't him playing the whole time.
No,
So,
no, he was decent for the Steelers. Where he was terrible at was when he got traded to Denver.
yeah.
Denver was a hot mess.
No, super.
I will always remember Broncos fans. Let's ride. I don't understand why he said that. I don't understand why he did that. He's a cornball,
Yeah,
but
it's
he was a fun cornball, and I'm gonna miss him in the NFL. Also, other news: Odell Beckham Jr. decided to return to the New York Giants. He didn't play at all last season. I don't even know what
that's
to think
right.
about Odell's career.
I,
I don't even know what to think.
I thought that was a joke too, because that news was coming out at the same time the Miles stuff was coming out. And I was like, this is not April Fool's Day, people. Like, seriously? Like, I knew that Odell had met with them and another team. I can't remember what other team, but it doesn't really matter anyway. But like, and then he says he's giving, and for some reason he mentioned the wide receiver another target. I'm like, no, Jackson Dart is going to be the one passing you the ball. Like, has he been concussed too many times? He doesn't remember who throws him the ball. Like, I didn't understand that comment coming from him. Like, respect your quarterback. He deserves it, I think.
Yeah, I don't even understand what's going on there, but whatever.
Did he bleach
And
his hair
then
again?
probably. And then we have the most hot mess ass team right now in the NFL, and they are
Where's the
taking the
Browns?
cake from the Browns. It is the Philadelphia Eagles. They have finally traded receiver AJ Brown to the New England Patriots. This has been something that's been in the work for almost a year now. There have been so many reports on what's going on in that locker room. Eagles, one of their players, Jordan Mataya, revealed that after the AJ Brown trade, it sounds terrible, but thank God it's over. That's how they're feeling. Thank
Wow.
God it's over. Then there were reports about AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts and why they fell out. And apparently they fell out because AJ Brown and another former teammate were apparently messing with the same girl or had the same massage therapist.
Oh,
And
geez.
something happened to where they fell out. And then Jalen Hurts didn't take AJ Brown's side. So then it's just
I
so
love
much
that.
happening with that team. And
I
I
love
say
that.
this as someone
I
who
love it.
exists in the world of the Browns. Yeah,
Thank God
it's a
it's
little
not us.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
that's
God it's not
sad.
us.
That's hilarious.
It's yeah.
Oh,
The
I
NFL
love
is
it.
kind of
Oh,
crazy. But Christine, we're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back from break, we're gonna talk about not the NFL, the NBA, what's going on there. We're gonna hit on some tennis. We're gonna hit on some other news, and then we'll talk about our broadcast last night and some other reality TV shows. But you guys are watching Jersey Chasers here on the Inside Edge Network. Please follow us. Please join us after the break.
Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
I said that whole thing. We were muted. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? Christy, why are you so pissed, man?
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about why I'm so pissed. Well, first of all, I just saw this posted.
Oh, just gross.
Wait.
Gross.
Look at.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, shame
Why?
on you, LeBron.
Why?
Don't support that. Anyway.
You know what? Well, LeBron, we take 2 steps forward, and he always pushes us 2 steps back. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Anyway. So, okay. I am so pissed. You are not going to believe what happened. House next door. Unfortunately, the older gentleman that was living there passed away. May God rest his soul. Yes. So his son came in.
I clearly did that wrong.
Anyway, so his son came in and was clearing out the house, and we were helping him out and everything. And he ends up talking to a neighbor across the street. Who's
the Steelers one?
The what? No, not the Steelers one. So these are Giants fans. Sue and Mike are their names. And Mike just went through some cancer treatments. He's doing a lot better, lost a lot of weight, but he's doing much better. Sue likes going across the street, coming over to our side of the road, and 2 houses down from me as a B&B. This Sue gets to know every single person that stays at this B&B. It's weird. She was telling me, oh, these are so-and-so and so-and-so. They're from Michigan. They're staying for a couple weeks. And I'm like, okay. And she's always telling them, let me know if there's anything you guys need. Well, so anyways, Sue stuck her nose into the neighbor next door's business. He wants to sell the house. So she goes, oh, why don't you call the people that own the B&B? So he does. And now the house right next door to me is going to become another B&B. And I'm going to have God knows who living next door to me for God knows how long. or
Yeah,
short,
girl,
I
I'm
should
sorry
say.
about that.
I am so pissed. So anyway, the Steelers fan actually, now this is where he gets into the mix here. Um Sue and Mike kind of like barged into the Steelers fan's house one day, like went right through his garage, opened up the garage access door into the house. He's laying in bed in his underwear. So he jumps up, slams the door shut, and yells, "I'll be right there." Like, what? You like this man just moved in across the street and you're barging into his house? And plus, he's a sheriff deputy. He could have shot your head off. Like, you barged into his house. So, anyway, he gets some pants on, says he goes out. They're hanging out in his kitchen with him and talking with him. And she starts getting real handsy and like feeling on him. And he goes, "Does she ever get really close to you guys when you talk to her?" We're like, "No." He's like, "Man, she got like real close to me. She was putting her arm around me and stuff." I was like, "Where was Mike, her husband?" Right there. So this is our thoughts. They're looking for a fill in or they're swingers.
What is your neighborhood? Your neighborhood is so interesting.
I'll
So,
tell you what.
so
And then
great.
and then I don't want to put this on social, but I'll say it here. Our owls, beautiful little Jackson and Ophelia and all their 6 little babies. Well, at least one of the babies didn't make it, and they're cannibals. I think the Steelers fan drove them to do it. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But yeah, so that's my hood right now. I'm so pissed because now for God knows how long, I'm going to have 2 B&Bs next to my house. And I'm going to tell Sue next time I see her, she needs to put me in touch with the people that own the B&B now because I want to sell my house so that they can turn my house into a B&B too. And if
You
she does
know,
it honestly, I will lose my shit.
Christy, your life is so interesting. Your life is so
That's
interesting.
why I had to tell you, like, I'm so mad. And I wanted to tell you last night, but last night was all about Love Island. But I
Yes.
like, just shit is not going right for me right now. The new career thing isn't working out so well. I've interviewed with 2 other places, which hopefully, like, fingers crossed, like I'd be a really good fit for them. And I told them that I would be. So maybe I'll hear back from one of them soon because it'd be nice to have, some. I got to make some money, and selling feet doesn't work for me. So, or feet pics.
Hey, I don't. Hey, you
I,
might, you
I
might,
lied. They're super cute.
you might have to sell some shoes and some socks. Let's get into some other stuff. Let's get into some other stuff. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
let's get back
guys.
to the sports. I just had to go off. I'm so pissed.
Yeah, let's
Go
get
ahead.
into our lovely Cleveland Cavaliers. Of course, they fell to the eventual Eastern Conference champs, the New York Knicks, who start their series tonight at 8:30 Eastern against the San Antonio Spurs in New York. We are rooting for the Spurs. This is the second time in my life, well, technically third time in my life that I have had to root for the Spurs. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it.
But you'll do it. Yeah. It's better
But
than the alternative.
yes, but we have to talk about a former Cleveland Cavalier now. He was two, actually, I forgot. Two. So Darius Garland and Lonzo Ball. We're talking on Lonzo Ball's podcast. Darius, of course, was a part of the trade to send him to the Clippers, and James Harden, and then Lonzo was traded to the Utah Jazz and became an unrestricted free agent. But these two goofballs
There you
decide
go.
to talk
Microphone.
about the Cavs playoff run. And Darius Garland said it was a low key tough to watch. And then Lonzo Ball decided to say, if you're trying to win a championship, I don't think that was a path you should have took personally. If you ask me, I think we would have went further, but that's just me. I'm always going to better myself. I thought we had a better team. I feel like they didn't. Even watching the last series, I'm like, y'all traded people that you're not even using. And then
Hmm.
it said you pushed Jalen Tyson off to the bench when he was killing all year. Tomlin didn't see the light of day. He's the energy guy I've seen throughout the year. I didn't see him at all in the playoffs. And to me, it's going to be hard to win when you don't have no identity. And then he asked Darius if he agreed, and Darius said, I was low key. It was low key tough to watch. I mean, I didn't watch a lot, but when I did tune in, it was kind of tough, especially seeing how we was playing it early in the year. Y'all, I
Stop talking into the microphones, boys.
when I say men shouldn't have microphones, this is what I mean. Put the microphones away and just sit down. Just sit down. You don't have to share all of your thoughts. The team was not better with you on there, Lonzo Ball. It was actually
Oh,
much worse.
but he's a ball. Of course he thinks he's the bomb.
Darius, I love you. I will forever, Darius, I love you. I loved your time here. You were an all star. You were beautiful. You were amazing. But the reason you got traded is because you were not consistently healthy. That was the problem. You would have still been on the team if you could stay healthy. It wasn't about the chemistry. Trust me, I would have loved to have Darius Garland in there. If Darius Garland was in there, it would have been fine. But you could not stay healthy. And the Cavs had to make a decision on, are we going to win now or are we going to constantly wait for Darius to get healthy?
Yeah.
And they had to make a decision of like, we're on the verge. We're almost there. We're right there. And you see how close they got when they didn't have you on the team. Now they could have used you, but they got so close. But you I I hate men so much. I hate men so much. I hate them so much. But going on a podcast to be like, yeah, if we were there, they would have went all the way. No. When you were there, they were barely scraping by and we're sixth in the East. Like, no. I'm 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 biased. I'm gonna say they were better without the both of you. Because they were better without the both of you.
Hey, the sky is blue. The sky is blue.
So I'm so irritated with them. Let's go to the Guardians. The Guardians beat the Yankees last night 9-4 in New York City. We always
Yay.
love when the Guardians beat the Yankees. Tom Hamilton, our favorite announcer, is a little bit under fire though because during the game he said some comments about Jazz Chisholm and how Jazz Chisholm predicted that the Yankees would win the World Series, and he was like, I don't understand why you would go on Jimmy Fallon talking about you're going to win the World Series when you're not even hitting 300. I love me a sassy Tom Hamilton. I saw nothing wrong with what he
I love
said.
it. I love it. Hey, if it's the truth, sometimes the truth
The
hurts,
truth.
you
And then
know?
people were like, well, the Guardians as a team, the Guardians beat the Yankees. That doesn't matter.
And the Guardians weren't on Jimmy Fallon saying we're going to go to the World Series.
And now, right before the show, ironically enough, I saw a top 10 ranking by Joe. Hold on. Let me see. What's his name?
I don't know.
Joel Buter. No, Rudder, who
Rudder.
named the top. Joel Rudder, who named the top 10 rookies through the first 60 games in Major League Baseball. The Guardians have two. The Yankees have none.
Oh,
The Guardians have Parker Messick and Travis Bazzana on this list. The Yankees
every
don't
time I
have
hear
them.
him, I think Travis Pastrana.
Yeah. And you could have also put Chase DeLauder up there too. The Guardians 3 performing rookies right now. Like like I don't want to hear Yankee fans, okay? You're
Yankees fans
spoiled.
suck.
Like whatever.
They do.
Whatever.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Let's move on back to basketball. I forgot to tell you about this. Have you been hearing about Caitlin Clark?
Oh, yeah. I have. And it
Okay.
hasn't been good.
No. So if you guys don't know what's going on with Caitlin Clark right now, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are kind of in this mess. Caitlin was caught on camera going back and forth with her coach Stephanie White. Her and Stephanie were talking in timeout. Caitlin was yelling back at her to where Stephanie was like, you know what, Caitlin, just sit down. Raven, you get in the game. Then her teammate, Sophie Cunningham, I don't like that lady either. She came in and she was like, "Yeah, we had a team meeting today because there's so much stuff going on and we just needed to get back on track." Caitlin Clark is the single most annoying basketball player I've ever. Like I every time she's on my screen, I just get so annoyed with her because she's been anointed as this savior of women's basketball and she can't even play defense.
Oh,
There
and
were people.
then we got Angel Reese too, and like
Angel
she's
Reese
the
hasn't said nothing this season. She hasn't
well,
said
no,
nothing.
she hasn't said anything, but you saw the clip I sent you of her and Brittany, and like they were both flopping, clearly.
Look, everybody flops in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark, I swear to you, Christy, I watched a highlight reel
Yeah,
and I'm like, what happened? I'm like, why did Iowa not choose not to develop her? Like they just really were like, just go out there and shoot.
right.
You don't have to play defense.
Yep.
Just go shoot. It was so bad. Um, but
They
let's move
obviously
on.
had their defense taken care of. They just wanted a shooter.
She's just
I
so
got one.
annoying. Let's talk about some other stuff. We got Texas Tech and Texas in the Women's College World Series. Now I'm bringing this up because Nebraska's Jody Fromm, after losing in the before the final, announced that she was 3 months pregnant and retiring from softball. She played a whole Women's College World Series while pregnant.
Pregnant. Well,
That's
at least three
crazy.
months. Like
Yeah.
that's dangerous. That's
But hey,
whatever. Kids are so stupid nowadays. Anyway, go ahead.
Serena Williams also announced that she was making her comeback to professional tennis. She will be playing in the Queen's Club in London in doubles. And she
Double.
has accepted a wild card invitation to play in next week's HSBC Championship. And it's a 500 level event. So
Is it?
I'm
Is that one of doubles? Who's her partner? Or is that the wild card?
her partner. I forgot who her partner's name is. It's not her sister. It's not her sister.
And how do you feel about her coming back? Is this like a I took Ozempic, so I'm coming back to show that I can still do it after I've had two babies, or what are your
No,
thoughts?
I think after having two kids, she didn't. I think after even having her first child, she didn't really give herself enough time to rest. If you guys don't know this, Serena Williams actually almost died giving birth to her first daughter. She ended up having a pulmonary embolism from blood clots, and she literally caught it, and she almost died. And then when she retired a couple years later, she ends up having another child, and she's probably her oldest child is probably close to 10 now. Her youngest child is probably like 3 or 4. She of course has been pushing them GLP-1s, but
Mm.
we know she hasn't been taking them because she had to be completely clean for the last 6 months.
Oh, they can't. That's one of the banned substances. Why would that be a banned substance? I mean, like, I don't think that that would make you a better athlete. And if anything, it's going to slow you down because have you seen the side effects to some of that shit?
Yes, I've seen the side effects, but she has to be completely clean, like no matter what. Like
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
and she takes her career very seriously.
Yes, it does.
She's in her 40s now.
Yeah. Hey, well,
I I don't know. Oh, she will be playing Jill Smoller.
that's who should be playing against.
Yes, she'll be playing against Jill Smoller. So, and she will be playing against Victoria Mboko. So, I'm excited to see her. The last time we saw her, she played in the New York Open, not New York Open, the U.S. Open in New York. Sorry, excuse
So
me.
the last time we saw her was at the Super Bowl 2 years ago doing the Crip Walk.
Yes, that too, that too. But I'm very interested to see how her game translated as she's gotten older. Her and
Yeah.
Venus, hey, they've been around for a very long time. They have played at the highest level. They are both still killing it. And then you have the French Open, and we're gonna talk about the French Open. But you also have Wimbledon coming up. So
Mhm.
I'm very excited to see it. Now, speaking of the French Open,
Yeah, I know you're excited about this.
The world's number one, Ariana Sabalenka, was eliminated. I do not like that lady. Everybody knows I don't like that lady. That lady is
Yeah, you hate her. She's
something. I
evil.
don't hate her. I just think she sets women's tennis back a very long time. Like
Yeah.
she sets them back. She did a battle of the sexes match against a sexist pig, and then it was funded by Blood Money.
Oh,
Because that's fun. Yeah, it was funded by Blood Money. It wasn't even on a regulation tennis court, and she still lost. So I'm gonna just say that this lady is nuts.
bye.
So she is one of the top three tennis players in the world,
Was.
alongside Sinner and Alcaraz, and none of them have made the finals for the French Open. So after her exit to Diana Schneider, she said she's upset and she just wants to quit tennis right now because for the second straight year, she has not won. And she's
Oh,
the world's number one.
evidently not. I
And
think
I'm
they
going to just
pulled.
say
I
this.
think they pulled the wrong people.
That lady deserves everything she's getting right now. She is awful.
Much love, though. We're not
Much love. No, I'm not a hater, but that she deserves everything she's getting. I told you guys. She set tennis back with that damn battle of the sexes match. I don't even know what to say about her. She's a hot mess. But we're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back from the break, we're gonna talk Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We have to talk them first, and then we'll
Yeah.
do a whole segment on Love Island. We're gonna recap the episode. If you were not watching the watch along last night and you didn't see me, Christy, and Double A talking about it, we're gonna kind of recap what we saw, and then we're gonna preview tonight's episode because I don't know if you guys know this. Love Island airs 5 days a week,
Yes.
so
And typically it doesn't go on Wednesdays, but because it's the first week, it's on tonight. So we're going to get off of here real quick after we come back from break, get through our stuff so that we can all go watch Love Island.
yes, because if you have Peacock Premium, it comes on at 8:30.
And if you don't, it comes on at 8:40.
Yes, but yeah, we're gonna go a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I got plugged in my
Discover
computer.
our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to talk about our favorite show on television right now, and that is The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Let's talk about the ladies. Let's talk about them. They're a little nuts.
They're a
They're a
little
little
cracker.
crazy.
Yeah.
This week's episode was nuts. It was pretty nutty. So we had what I'm calling the car ride from hell. We had the ladies going up to Boston to see Rosie's husband Rich sing. Rich is not a Frank Sinatra impersonator. I'm gonna
No.
he's not a Frank Sinatra
He was
impersonator.
singing Elvis.
Yes, he's singing Elvis, he's singing Sinatra, he's singing a bunch of stuff. But the ladies go up to Boston, and at this, I don't even know what to call it, Rich singing Liz? I don't know what the hell that lady was on that episode. There's been some rumors that she might have been skiing, but she acted
She's-
a
yeah.
fool.
Yeah.
That lady acted a fool.
She swore she didn't pull Joanne's hair, but she did.
We all saw her. We
Yeah.
all saw her pull Joellen's hair. She
And
pulled Joellen's.
pushed her chair like 3 feet away from her, almost into the stage.
And then you get Alicia that was like, don't react, Joellen, don't react, don't react. I'm like, oh my God, these two are crazy. So then Liz leaves in the middle of it. She goes back home. The ladies all eventually go back to Rhode Island. We kind of see them like by themselves. And then Liz has lunch with Dolores. This is the first time we've seen Dolores since like episode 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So I was a little excited. I love me some Dolo, but I don't know if Dolores fits on this show. But we see Dolores. Dolores is talking. Also, we see Kelsey. Kelsey is kind of just whatever. She's what she is. She's kind of gonna kiss Liz's ass. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
She kisses all their asses. Except for Rosie.
Yeah, except for Rosie and Ashley. She accuses them of not wanting to hang out with her. We get a cute scene from Rosie and her in-laws. Her mother-in-law was like, well, I've always wanted 8 children, so she considers Rosie one of her children. We see Ashley and Jared talking about the possibility of Audrey's closing because their lease is up. And then we get to Alicia and her family. Alicia's family is hilarious.
Yeah, they are. They're nutty.
They are so nutty, and they remind me so much of my family. Like, the fact that she has, like, 6 aunts, I'm like, oh, I remember having that many aunts. But Alicia's family essentially has her back, and they're like, no, you did go through this. We did go through this really hard time in our lives, and I think this kind of makes Liz's whole thing collapse of, like, I'm doing this to protect her family.
Right.
And her family was like, no, talk about it. Like, talk about the hard stuff we went through. We went through a hard time. Like, don't just...
And we can't believe
Like-
that she calls herself your friend. When you actually went through it. I mean, like, they went in hard on Liz.
They really did. And they were like, you should not be friends with her. You should not engage with her. She's not a safe person. She's not a stable person. They essentially were like, you need to not, like...
Break away.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to chill out on her. Yeah. And then we get Joellen talking to Kelsey, and she essentially explains the whole thing of what happened.
Her version.
And Kelsey was like, I know that happened. Like, we talked about it. And Joellen's like, okay, so you talked about it. Are you on my side? And you can see Kelsey just be like, I don't know. I don't know what to
Did
do.
you say that you had my back? You're sitting here telling me that, I'm right and what I was doing, but did you tell Liz that? Well, no, of course not.
So we get that, and then we get to the sit down at the end of the episode, and I forgot to mention, also Rula and Liz sit down, and Rula and Liz sitting down was kind of like Rula and Liz being like, okay, so you hate Joellen, I hate Joellen, let's just hate Joellen together. And it's like, but you could just be friends with this lady.
Yeah.
Like, what did this lady do to you that was
Just
so
coexist.
bad?
Yeah. Just
Like,
coexist.
just stop. Like, just stop. So we have that. And now we have the sit down of all sit downs. And look, I love a housewife sit down. Okay. I love me a housewife sit down.
I was waiting for a
This
table to
was
fly.
this was so much tension, and I'm gonna say this: Liz is a delusional person.
Yeah. Because that's when she denied anything. She denied touching Joellen. She denied kicking her chair across the room. She thought she did absolutely nothing wrong. And then she got mad and she got up and left. And she yelled at Joellen for saying that she was one of her best friends. She's like, I'm not your friend.
She's like, we're not that close, and Joellen was like, literally, when my grandfather died, you were the second person I called.
Yeah.
Now in the after show, it gets worse in the after
Yeah.
show.
It's
Yep,
crazy.
made it worse. So Alicia goes, "You are not Big Ange. You're not Italian. I hate the fact that she's like, stop using Italian phrases. You're not Italian." And then I had to remember, Liz is not Italian. She told us she's not Italian. She's Irish.
Yeah.
Because remember, her and her husband are cousins.
Irish cousins.
Cousins. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was my cousin.
Yeah.
I didn't know." What do you mean you didn't know your husband was
Yeah.
your cousin?
Yeah.
What do you know? Like, huh? That's
White
crazy.
people have reunions, lady.
Yeah. So we end the episode kind of on a cliffhanger. Next week we see the aftermath essentially of the conversation between Joellen and Liz, and then Rula decides to have a end of the summer Arabian Nights party,
I'm so glad.
and all the girls are like, "Hey, we got to tell her about the video.
Gotta tell her about the video.
We got to tell her about the video.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
She can't not know about the video."
Yep.
And do I think it's right bringing it up at her party? Absolutely not. I think it's crazy bringing it up at her party.
Yeah.
But do I think you have to bring it up? Absolutely.
Well, of course. And as a housewife, of course, you're going to do it at the party that's the end of the season, like for the show.
I don't think it's the end of the season because we still have
Is it mid-season?
no, I think we probably have like a couple more episodes because I don't know if they're going on a second trip. Because usually we'll get a trip in the beginning, we'll have a little bit in the middle, we'll get a second trip, and then we'll have like a couple episodes after the trip. So I don't know if we'll get a second trip. But we do know that Rula does file a restraining order on Brian. We haven't seen that yet. And then there's a couple other things we haven't seen yet. I know Andy was like, there's a trip coming up. I think there is one more trip. He
Okay.
said whatever happens on this trip is like insane. It's
Yeah. And that
nuts.
obviously wasn't the Boston trip because the Boston trip wasn't that bad.
No, the Boston trip was like, okay, Liz is crazy, but
Right.
this is par for the course. But that was Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Below deck.
Below Deck finally ended.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these people. They're all bad at their jobs at this point, besides Daisy. Daisy is the only level-headed person. Joelle sucks. I told you Joelle sucks.
But
How
they
many
ended up
times do I gotta
together
tell
so
you?
far.
They're not together anymore.
Oh, shit.
Joelle sucks. I told you.
I just watched the end of it today. You ruined my social media dive later.
Well, Alicia was on she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she essentially was like, Joelle is essentially like, she's like, he's a womanizer, and I'm like, absolutely, we knew about this.
Yeah.
Like, do we not know about this?
No, but he was saying during one of the diary, where they sit and they're talking, he's like, I'm really glad that Daisy trusted me with her feelings. And I was like, oh, he's growing up. Guess not.
No, he's gonna continue to be Joelle.
And Ellie's head continued to explode. Barbie learned to finally stay in her lane, keep her head down,
Alicia,
do her job. Yep. Alicia and what's her name are going to co-parent the baby penis that Alicia kept stealing from her.
Oh,
And
I forgot to. And then Jenna, of course, we
yeah,
know got demoted
yep, she got her
because
stripes.
of the whole Ben situation and Ben sleeping in a cabin, and then her not telling Daisy. But then it came out that Captain Jason said it was okay for him to sleep in the cabin. Just a whole hot mess of a season. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it's over.
I mean, it
This
made it
is
interesting.
it was a little interesting, but after the housewives stuff and after a couple charters, I was like, okay, I'm like, let's get to the end of the season. But Below Deck Med is coming back,
Yeah.
and we do get Aisha and Nathan back, so I'm excited.
Yay.
The Valley.
Yeah.
Whew.
Brittany
I,
had her Brittany got her boobs removed and her surgery done. So Zach and Kristen are taking care of her during that. So that was like the big thing with Brittany.
yes, Jesse and Michelle are sitting down, and Jesse essentially tried to gaslight Michelle and was like, Michelle, we don't have any papers. You're telling everybody all this stuff. We don't have any papers. And Michelle's like, yes, we do. Pulls out a stack. Pulls out a stack.
She said,
So she said, yes, we do. And we also got the mid-season trailer. Honestly, I'm underwhelmed.
well, hopefully that's because they didn't show us all the good stuff. Usually they always show you like all the highlights is all the good stuff and there's barely any good stuff.
Now I am excited to see Nia get activated and cuss at Janet. Y'all will not ever make me like that lady. That lady is terrible.
I'm
She's
excited to see
awful.
Jasmine's wedding.
Yes, we got
Yeah.
Jasmine's wedding.
And we still haven't seen Zach get hit in the head with the tree yet in the double decker bus.
No, no, and we still don't know what makes Zach and Janet fall out once again, because by evident from Zach's comments, they are not friends,
Right.
and it's probably worse than what it was before. So I like, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen at the end of the season, but I'm also excited to see activated Mia, because I love a girl that's like, you know what, you gonna stop playing with me.
Yeah.
But
We know it's
let's
about
get.
Danny. I
Oh,
mean,
we know it's about Danny. Like, who else would it be about?
well, from the little bit of the preview that we saw of Nia getting worked up, she had mentioned something about either her husband or Danny or something that, of course, Janet was saying. So it's got to be that Janet won't keep her damn mouth shut and her nose out of everybody else's business.
It has to be. And she probably brings up Danny and Ken. It's calls him
Um,
Danny Darko. And it's like, okay, we all know Danny is a dark asshole when he drinks. You do not have to tell the audience that. We know it. We've seen it at this point.
it happens to people.
I think if Janet continues to just insert herself into the drama of everything that does not have to do with her, she's going to keep making her situation worse.
Yeah.
And that's her biggest problem, is that she just can't let the audience just like say, she can't let the other people on the show dig themselves a hole.
Right.
She has to include herself, because she's like, I want to see it. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah. Give me a shovel.
Yeah, I want to be the one that shovels on it too. You guys are gonna shovel, and it's like, it's making it worse for you, because now it just looked like you're dogpiling.
Yep.
And that was her problem last year, is that she was dogpiling. I was like, all you had to do was let Danny talk.
Yeah.
All you had to do is let him do it, but you kept dogpiling. You kept adding yourself to situations
Well,
that
that's
didn't
because she
exist,
feared for her life when he walked in the closet and she was in there.
and drank some damn tequila.
Sorry,
And
the
then fell
pantry.
asleep.
Not the closet. Yeah.
He drank tequila and he fell asleep, and they all got mad at him.
But she feared for her safety. She was scared.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
But yeah, The Valley will be airing tonight. We'll also get Southern Hospitality. Their reunion, first of the three parts, will air tonight, and then Summer House season 10's part 2 reunion aired last night. Ironically enough, during Love Island, so it was perfect. It was a perfect night last night. Let's talk about Love Island, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna break down everything real quick. So, we have already had a controversy. We've already had 2 controversies before we even hit the
Right.
season.
Yep.
So, Vasana Montgomery She was dropped from the cast after videos of her saying a slur. There were two videos from Snapchat. They were private. It wasn't like they were out on the internet. So it wasn't like the casting team was privy to this. They casted her. These video came out. They drop her. The fact that this is the third time this has happened is crazy.
Well, what's even crazier is the fact that this chick had this recording for however many years and kept it and decided to drop this bomb when the girl got on Love Island. So obviously they were friends at one time. They had a falling out, and this girl decided to keep this as blackmail or whatever to get back at this girl. She probably took her boyfriend or something.
Hey, as someone who was bullied in high school, not high school, middle school, if I ever saw
I feel like
anything
about-
that my bullies did, and then they decided to get famous, I too would be that devious. I'm not even gonna lie, I
If
would too
that
be
was the
that
case,
devious.
oh yeah, heck yeah, if that was the case. I was bullied through middle school and high school too. So if that was the case. But like, I don't know. Like I said, they were obviously friends at one point. Otherwise she wouldn't have had a video of her talking like that. Because
Yeah,
I would hope that you wouldn't talk like that if you're not around one of your closest friends. I mean, you shouldn't be talking about that, talking like that anyway. I mean, like,
I just want. She was clearly also old enough in those videos to know what she was saying was wrong.
yeah.
And you grew up in Oregon. Oregon.
Well,
So
that explains a
yeah,
lot.
so
I mean,
so she
unfortunately.
was dropped from the cast, and so because she was dropped from the cast, it went from a 12-person cast to a 10-person cast. Gabriel, who was also announced a part of the cast, now becomes a bombshell, and he comes in last night.
Boy, did he
But
bombshell.
oh, he bombshell. But let's talk about it. So last
Yeah.
night, we had a live watch along here on Inside Edge Network. If you didn't tune in, that won't be the last one. We will again continue to do them.
Mhm.
But we had five couples. So we had Anaya and KC. KC,
Like,
Mr. Christy, I gotta show you this picture. I gotta put this picture on the screen. Y'all don't understand this man, this man, this
like,
man, this man.
he's a doctor. Or he's a
He
nurse.
is
I'm sorry. He's a nurse.
he's a nurse practitioner. He wanted to be a nurse practitioner. Let me share y'all this picture. When I tell y'all I saw this picture and I was like, what the hell are we doing? This is this man's picture. Hold on. Let me this man look, why is he making this face?
Because he thought he was going to be alone. And then he was happy. He's not alone. So he's like,
I just
yeah, come on. Yeah.
so yes, this is Anaya and Casey. They were the two that were put together. So they had to stand behind the door of the person that they wanted to couple up with. Casey had nobody standing outside of his door. Anaya was standing outside of Sincere's door. Sincere chooses Melanie. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But let's go over some of the couples. So again, we have Anaya and Casey. We
All right.
have Kenzie and Zach. Let me show you this couple. Let me show you Kenzie and Zach.
And let's talk about Kenzie and Zach while you're pulling that up. Zach
Kenzie and Zach.
specifically said, I like a woman with darker features. He does not like the Barbie doll.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
said, I've never dated a blonde before.
Yeah.
And I was like, just say you like black girls, dude. Just say you like black girls.
Like your brother Charlie. But, I mean, he was honest with her. And later on, she gets all upset with him. We'll get into that in a few minutes. But yeah, that's Kenzie and Zach. Little Miss
Yeah,
Barbie doll.
Kenzie and Zach.
And Mr. Arabian
Yeah,
Nights.
Kenzie and Zach. So after Kenzie and Zach, we have Beatrix or Beatrice. Beatrice.
Yeah.
Beatrice. That's what
Beatrice
she called herself.
Sean.
Beatrice. Sean,
Used
Sean,
to be a
Sean,
police officer.
Sean. Yes. Oh my God. Let me bring this up. So Sean used to be a police officer in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The mayor of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania came out and was like, look, why would you leave your position, your job, to go on Love Island and leave us short-staffed? I cannot believe you.
Oh. Can you blame him? He's looking for love. The only reason why he moved to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is because he got some girl knocked up and he wanted to be there as a dad to the kid who is now 2. And that's going to come into play here in a few minutes too. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, let's move on to the next couple.
No, let's talk about Sean. Sean was in a relationship for 10 years. He was in a relationship for 10 years. He breaks up with that girl, goes crazy on the dating apps, like goes a little nuts, gets someone pregnant, is not with them,
Whoops.
has a baby
Yeah.
2 years ago, and then
Yep.
decides, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Love Island. That's a fresh baby. Why are you going on Love Island with a fresh baby?
2 years old is not that fresh.
Christy, that's not even a
I am
toddler.
a grandma, okay? And first of all, they're on Love Island for 6 weeks, right? Okay. When you are a parent, and you know this because you're split between households, if you are through the courts during summer break, you are with the
The
minority
primary parent.
parent for
Oh,
6.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this could be part of the arrangement. He may not be taking off any time from his kid. We shouldn't judge him yet. I think that, I mean, he's got this opportunity. It's obviously going to afford him more opportunities once he leaves here. You know, hopefully it doesn't take away from him and his kid's relationship.
Hopefully
But
not.
yeah,
But
hopefully not.
yeah.
But,
Yes.
he seems
Yes.
like a sincere guy so far. We don't know. We just met him.
Speaking of sincere,
Sincere. I love
speaking of
sincere.
sincere, Mr. Sincere, he is coupled up with Melanie. Now, they apparently are both from the same city. They both are from Philly.
Yep. They're
Sincere,
siblings.
sincere, literally, they look exactly alike. I'm not even joking. Literally, he looks like the male version of her. She looks like it's so
He
crazy.
even said it's like looking in a mirror. And I was like, oh my God, did he really just say it's like looking in a mirror?
And then they keep asking each other. They're like, "I know you." They're like, "I've seen you somewhere." And I swear to God, if they are siblings, this might be the most disgusting thing Love Island's ever
Oh
done.
my God, yeah.
But Melanie and Sincere,
It's the first time
they
they actually
are
did have siblings. Come on. I mean, like, no.
no, no, but yes, they are the
They're cute.
couple. They're very cute.
They're in love
We like
already.
them. Yes, they are. They are in love.
Yep.
And then last but not least, Christy, I will be going with this man's name for the rest of the season. We got Trinity and Bryce, also known as Timu Nick. Bryce, a model, DJ, handyman, garbage
Team,
truck worker. Timu Nick. Timu Nick.
I have
He's
coined him
also
Team Nick.
yes, he's also 29.
Yep.
She's 22.
Yep.
And he rightfully was like,
I don't
I
want to take
don't
away
know.
her youth.
Our youth. Yeah, they're like, maybe we're okay.
But
But
is he that what's that term? Medium ugly?
yes, he is medium ugly. So he's not ugly, but he's not cute.
And so if you didn't watch last night, Trinity said her type of guy is medium ugly, which threw me for a freaking loop because I was like, what the hell is that? Like, so Autumn had to explain to me that in her eyes, she thinks he's cute, but anybody else that will look at him would be like, "Ugh." So,
Yeah.
like
He's not ugly, but he's not cute.
all
He's
Steelers
in the
fans
middle.
go through that. They all must be medium ugly, right? I mean, I think they're all just ugly, but
Who knows? But yes, those are our 5 couples so far. So, Christy,
we have drama.
yes, we have drama already. So all 5 couples, they're in the villa. They spend the first night together. We had a couple kisses. Kenzie got the ick from Bryce, aka Timo Nick.
Turtle
And so
tongue.
far so good. Turtle tongue. Turtle tongue is great. She went.
Yeah.
She's like, that's how it feels. But we get to the chat. Well, okay. So first off, Beatrix and Sean. I don't
I
see them
thought
lasting.
I thought they were gonna be locked in. And
I thought
then
so too.
and then B was talking to Trinity I think it was Trinity. And she said, the kid is throwing me off, pretty much, plain and simple.
Yeah. Because she's like, number one, we don't live on the same coast. Beatrix lives in San Diego. He lives in Pennsylvania. She was like, okay, so we don't live on the same coast. You have a child. You have a 2-year-old child. She's like, I don't know if I want kids right now.
Yep.
But also, they literally have nothing in common. He likes country music and is a cop, and she literally said, I would rather have another disability. She literally said,
That's good.
I would rather have another disability
Yeah.
than to listen to country music.
Yeah, it was bad.
So then they do the door challenge, which they had a red dot or a green dot. The green dot meant they wanted to stay in their couple. The red dot meant they want to explore. It was 24 hours. So Beatrix was like, hey, I want to explore. Kenzie
Was
and
shocked.
Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, also known as Charlie's brother. Kenzie was like, "Oh, can I have a kiss?" After he brought her breakfast, he kind of gave her a little peck, and she was like, "Oh, okay, like you clearly not feeling me like that." And she was in her head of like, "Oh, he's not feeling me. He doesn't like me. Girl, y'all known each other for a day.
Eh,
Not even."
you know what? Just because you look like Barbie doesn't mean everybody's going to love you like everybody loves Barbie. I'm sorry. Like, yes, you're a very pretty girl, but you're not everybody's cup of tea. And Charlie's brother, I'm going to end up calling him that the whole entire time he's on there, was talking to Timu Nick and said, like,
Hmm.
you know, she's just not my type. Well, and then Timu Nick said, at least you told her from the get, and you're not dragging her along. So then Charlie's brother is like, yeah, we were pretty much up all night talking about it. And she gets all in her head. They do the door challenge. And of course, he's on the green. He wants to explore. She's on the red. She wants to stay. And she's all upset about this now.
Oh, she's pissed. In the preview, that we see for tonight's episode, which is literally out right now.
We need to hurry so we can go watch it.
Yeah, which is literally out right now. She literally goes, she
I
goes,
always end up with cheaters.
I always end up with cheaters. Girl, it's been one day. It's been
And
one
he
day.
didn't cheat on you.
He didn't cheat on you. It's been one day. You're on Love Island.
Right.
So, Bryce and Trinity, like we talked about them, also known as Timu Nick, they talk about their connection. They like each other. She said, I like a handyman.
Mhm.
But when the age comes up, it's like, okay, we're like, you're a lot older than me. He says, I don't want to steal your youth. I think that was perfectly fine. I think
Yep.
that was the most honest answer I've ever seen on Love Island.
Yeah. And, even if it was because he's just not that into her, I mean,
I
he
think he's
comes
into
off looking
her.
like a good guy.
I think he's into her, but I think her age is the
Just
only
really
thing that
sure
would
on him.
hold him back.
Well,
And they both are the only couple that chose to both explore. So,
yeah, it's gonna
yeah.
be interesting.
So now for tonight's episode, the first look has been released. Like I said, the episode is probably out now. The first look, we see that the couples see who has gone. The bombshells came in. They kissed who wanted to explore, and now they are taking them to the hideaway. Now the hideaway this year is not on in the villa. It's in some bungalows, which okay, I can see it.
Yeah, get them away a little bit.
And they are going to spend 24 hours with the bombshells in the bungalows. And then the remaining couples will be in the villa. And then after the remaining couples are in the villa, they're going to have a decision on who the bombshells want to couple up with. And I'm guessing whoever the bombshells couple up with and whoever is left over, they'll probably be in jeopardy of being eliminated. And I think we'll probably get our first elimination tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll probably vote on who should leave. I bet that way it's not like unless well, there's gonna be 4 people standing there.
Yes, so you'll have equal amounts of couples, so you'll probably have whoever's left. So the Ariana probably will be like, "Hey, Sean and Kenzie, do you want to couple up?" And then she'll ask the bombshells who they want to couple up with, and whoever's left over is probably going to couple up together, and then those couples will probably be voted on at the end of tonight's episode, and then tomorrow night's episode will probably be the first official recoupling and elimination.
All right. Well, let's get going so we can get out of here and go watch that shit.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching. I know we went a little long. I
Yeah.
know we had a little stuff going on. You guys know you can follow us at Jersey Chasers, at Jersey Chasers Pod. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can find us wherever you literally get your own podcast. Also, follow us here on Inside Edge Network. Again, we will be doing more rewatches. We will be doing more watch alongs. Probably will do that closer towards the end. So we don't have to get off, and then Double A will probably be joining us. After us will be it's Inside Edge Prime Time
Yeah.
with Chad and Eli, and then of course Double A will be doing his crack show later on. He liked that I call it a crack show, so I'm gonna continue to call it a crack show. His crack show Midnight Run. But
Yep.
you guys have been watching us here on Jersey Chasers, and we really love you guys for
Yes.
watching.
Yeah.
Christy, any more thoughts?
I'm super excited because another podcast that I'm on actually got nominated as the best sports podcast in Cleveland. So shout out to Marcus and TP over at TMDE. We've been working really hard with that. Super excited about that. So, hey, you might be one half of one of the best sports podcasts in Cleveland.
Hey, please vote. Please go
Yeah.
out there and vote. I'm
I've
so
put it
happy
on my
for you,
Facebook page.
Christy.
I'm
Yes.
posting the link every day. You can go on and vote every single day. Please vote for us every day. We would appreciate it. We love you.
Yes. Yes. We love you guys. Please, please, please watch us here on Inside Edge Network. Of course, we're available every Wednesday. And we'll talk about Love Island and everything next week. I'll probably see you guys not this weekend, but next weekend we'll be back with Mic Check Take Two. But again, follow us, follow Inside Edge Network. We love you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.